Hi, boys and girls. It's me, Butch. My name is Terry David Silvercloud. I'm not native, just sounds that way. I'm 81 years old. I'll be 82 in a couple of months. Today is just the beginning of August, 4th or something, 2026. I want to tell you about my conjecture. I call it Silvercloud'S Conjecture because of me. And my conjecture, which is something like a theory, but similar, the nerds will get it. My conjecture is that the speed of light is caused by the electron. In quantum physics, the electron is a point source, and then you give it all kinds of values, one of which is a wave function. The wave function involves a number called the reduced Planck constant. I'll get to that in a minute. It's a measurement, a distance, sort of. The reduced Planck constant is actually a measurement of energy, kilograms per second. Nevertheless, we'll get back to that. It's not important for you to know that. What is important is that the radius of your reality, the sphere of reality all around you, has a radius of the speed of light. When you look out, no matter what direction you look, you're constantly getting a refreshed view of what is happening out there. When you see something millions of light years away, you're getting a view of what it's like relatively for you right now in the future, what it looked like. It might not even be there right now, but time is falling away from you. At the same time, information is coming at you, and it is doing it at the speed of light. And it does that with the help of the electron, which says sets the speed of light. It is the speed of light. It is our measure. It is the bit of our reality. A bunch of them is bytes. A bunch of electron is a byte, a gang of electrons, and a bit is the lonely leader, like me, leading them. Got that? I'm your troop leader. I'm the bit, and I have a bunch of bytes following me, and we're all electrons. So the good thing about an electron, and even in quantum physics, they have to admit it, it doesn't do it very well, that it is both here and there at the same time to you. The information is arriving at you at the same time. And a lot of our physics involves linear motion, and that gets very problematic with waves, which, although they have a whole lot of linear qualities in terms of motion, they occupy, generally speaking, space and up, down, sideways at the same time. Now I'm being a motor mouth. I'm trying to get through to you without going on and on forever. So Butch is telling you, and it's a fact, you can't escape it, an electron has somethingness to it. And the somethingness in quantum physics is described using kilograms per the energy it has, the minimum energy it should have, according to old man Planck. But there are three numbers associated with Monsieur Planck, who gave us these numbers, the Planck, reduced Planck, and Planck's constant. Now, the reduced Planck's constant, it has a number beginning with 6, and it's divided by 34 million zeros. The reduced one starts with 1, and the Planck length similarly is a little over 1.5. The point I'm going to try and make of this is I haven't a clue how big the electron is, but it most surely is related to one of these numbers. Now, I say the Planck constant is because the electron spins, and for something to get from here to there without going straight through, it has to roll around. And if it did it twice, if it rolled twice, which the nerds will get, that's going to twig something with the nerds. I'm not going to get into it 2 times. You get it, don't you? Then to get from here to there, it has to go a half circumference. To make a whole wave, this is where the 2 turns comes in, it has to roll another half. You see the wave? Do you see the wave? The nerds do. Anyhow, that's not important. What is important is there's something in between here and there, and if information is coming at your brain, you're not being banged by electrons, or maybe you are, it really doesn't matter. They're very small. Or zillions of them, they're still really small. But they're coming at you, but most likely what's happening is the antennae in your eyeballs, the rods and cones, are tuned to a really, really narrow band of electromagnetic frequencies that are arriving all the time from all over, and your eye focuses them on a big screen of your eye, and the straight line waves hit the back of your eyeball, and that's called a photon. That energy motion at that moment in time, suddenly a photon from the wavefront is removed from the wavefront. The wave collapses and it's turned into an electron doing something, saying to the brain, guess what? But it usually does it locally, and you literally see the picture on your eyeball. In other words, the electrons when that light finally hits your eyeball, an electron has to do something. It goes, oops, something hit me. I'm being hit a lot. It's blue. Oh, it's getting down to red. The nerds will get it. I go on and on and on, but I don't know how to get this idea out there, because to a lot of physicists, professors and things, they don't dare talk outside the accepted way of everything. They could lose their jobs, their career, lose everything. Physicists can't answer emails. Mostly they won't talk to you because their careers are at stake of what they may really believe and what the current view of everything is, as we teach physics at the moment. So the important thing, I've gone on, and I'm not well. That's why I'm doing this. I could drop dead right any moment. I really want to get out this conjecture I have that the physical size of the electron from here to there sets the speed of light. It is the bits and bytes going into your brain and why everything is happening to you. Nothing happens in your reality without the electron doing something. It's basically it is not the smallest unit of reality. Butch says a tachyon is much smaller, and Butch says the electron is made of tachyons, of at least 2 of them. And did I bring my model? If I had my model, I'd get into it. And he says the tachyons are regular prisms, and 2 of those 90 degrees to each other form a gyro-bifastigium Johnson solid J26. And I'm not going to go on and on in this video because I've gone on and on too long now. I will explain how the tachyon is basically a string that is folded into 6 parts, and by joining up with an opposite spin tachyon, it can form the gyro-bifastigium, which will have 8 edges formed from 2 strings stuck to each other because of their opposite spin, and a thing that I'm not going to get on about called magnetism. I'm still working on my better explanation of what magnetism is. The important thing for you to know that Butch says the electron sets the speed of light. Trust me, it does. You try and think of some better answer. It is here and there at the same time. It spins, it wobbles, it does poles, it's magnetic. If it spins, it creates waves next to it. Okay, I'm going to close out here because I'm going on too long. Somebody asked in one comment to me, well then, how do you explain the double slit experiment? Well, that's pretty simple. Okay, so you can't just fire one electron at a double slit. We're not that. We're getting pretty talented. We're getting really close. You might start doing it in a microcircuit, actually, but that's another story. So when you shine something at the double slit and everything happens, you have to remember that whether it's electrons trying to go through the slit, or just light waves. Some of them are polarized up, some of them are polarized down, some of them are right, and some of them are left. If they are physical electrons, the one spinning in one particular direction will be inclined towards one split, and the one spinning in the other direction will be inclined towards the other split. And it's that simple. Spin direction. It's that simple. All right, shut up, Butch. So what you need to know is, Butch says the electron sets time. The electron sets time. And the pressure of the universe is basically everything trying to push each other out of the way. Butch says that gravity really, relatively, is push, not pull. All the math works out. Eventually you'd figure out, because we're talking 4 dimensions here, not linear stuff. And well, all these images you see, they're all linear, and they're just not giving you... We're getting better images of 4-dimensional, well, at least 3-dimensional images, and going on and on and on and on like a dripping tap. Silvercloud'S Conjecture, the electron sets the speed of light. It is the speed of light. You are living already right now at the speed of light. Information is hitting your rods and cones at the speed of light. Maybe not physical electrons at a time, but the wave it created. If it's spinning really fast, you're getting a higher frequency, a bluer or whatever wave. You know, if there's more of them, it's brighter. Like if you see a whole bunch of them at once, it's just brighter, less, it's dimmer. It all works out really well. And I'm going to shut up, so bye-bye from Butch. Okay, I hope that worked.